Happy Monday. Who's ready for some Chubby, the merchandise part? Let me tell you, it's a little warm here today. Hi, Lisa. There's Cole. Hey, Cole. Mr. Toad's in the house. Will? Eddie, CJ, Kimberly, KJ. Brody and Lisa. No Cookie Boss today. Hey, Scream Team. Colleen, how you doing? Debbie, Becky. Hello, everyone. We're gonna check out Chubby today. It's been a minute. Let me tell you, the biggest adventure I've had in a long time is trying to get a park pass for today. I've been trying for almost 2 weeks, and I don't mean just like check once a day. I mean actively going in several times a day and refreshing, trying to get a park pass. And today, finally at about, I don't know, 9 or 10, I got Hollywood Studios. So here we are. More Beverly, please. Good to see you. Kenneth Baker, hello. Yeah, exactly, KJ. Never give up. Don't give up on your dreams. You too can meet Chubby. All it takes is a little hard work, perseverance. Helenette. Yeah, Cole. I'm easy to find. I know you got a boarding group today. Cole's one of our WIGS members, so I'm aware of this. So we got a boarding group today, and probably already came to visit Chubby. Yeah, well, touch of Disney reservations too. Oh, really? Was Spike on Pressing Issues? That's great to know, KJ. I did not watch. I had a long weekend. I did a lot of sweating this weekend. I was in Animal Kingdom on Saturday. I was in both the Universal parks yesterday. Here I am today in a sweltering hot Hollywood Studios. You demanded Jason made you play Spike the Bee. Some people don't know what we're talking about if you're not a regular. But yeah, there's a Spike the Bee song out there on our entertainment network. It's sweeping the nation to the tune of like 400 views. The line is moving in a strange way today. We'll sit here for a long time and all of a sudden we'll be like running. It's pretty crowded. I've seen this line more crowded. We're going to walk around today. We'll do this. It is tough to do attractions here on a stream just because everything has a long line. We'll knock this out. And then I want to maybe walk around and we'll preview some of our next March Madness. The next March Madness will be backstories. So there's a lot of cool backstories here at this park. Check them out. Well, thanks, Lynn. Yeah. Hopefully I can sing again soon. I have a little voice problem. I don't know why that line stopped, though. Hopefully Chubby didn't escape. Yeah, we can do bathrooms. We're doing, in the WIGS post shows, we're doing cast member costumes. Did I ever figure out who canceled my Magic King pet? No. Things happen. Who knows? Although what's worse is, one time I had a park pass for Hollywood Studios, and one of my friends who just like had their own park pass, and I woke up at 7 and got like an early boarding group for them, and they were oblivious to it. thought they missed their window to get a boarding group, didn't know they had one, and got here and they had already missed their window. Disney did let them go on the ride though. Adam Hanley's in the house. Thank you, Shannon, for moderating today. Tower, last I saw was like 80 minutes. We're gonna go look at Tower Terror though, because it has a cool backstory. We just won't ride it. Yeah, if you didn't know, if you have friends on your My Disney experience that are also going to Hollywood Studios and you get a boarding group, they get one too, whether they wanted one or not. Most of the time. Most IT things related to Disney, we had the caveat most of the time. Shannon, we appreciate you helping out as a mod. I always use a mod. And this kid is going nuts with this. Throat is feeling a little better. I can talk mostly. I haven't been bold enough to try to talk for long sentences at a time. A lot of screaming going on today. Yeah. Sometimes seems like we need more moderators on the Universal channel, because that channel grew very fast, so just maybe got out of control a little bit. Sometimes with people you don't know or didn't know you that come in and start yelling, "Hey, what's going on, Arlo? Good to see you." We are still at a stopping point. I don't know what's going on. So, Cole, are you saying Slinky Dog is less than 35 or more than 35? Usually they're less. Anyway, here we are. I'm going to be stuck in a queue. No better way than with 209 of my closest friends. Hey, Adam, I think once the infection rates are, below 1 in 100,000 new every day, that they will go back to pre-shows. That's what I think. Yeah, no, it got wild in that Universal, on those Universal live streams. Got to send Eric Wolf to therapy, I think, after whatever people did to him. Yeah, went to Universal yesterday. Mardi Gras still going on. Good time. Also over at Islands of Adventure, they had the bridges open where you can watch the Velocicoaster come and twist and turn above you. They're testing it constantly. There were no people on it yesterday that I saw. Oh, what I did. a few rides yesterday at Universal. It was a good time. Did the Mummy, and then the two worst rides in Central Florida, the Fast and Furious Supercharged and Jimmy Fallon race through New York. Fast and Furious Supercharged, though, it's so bad I want to ride it again just because I laughed a lot. Yeah, Mummy was good. Fast and Furious, I just can't believe, like, that's a, like, multi-billion-dollar film franchise. And the ride they came up with is so bad. And you know they spend a lot of money just on having, like, The Rock and all these celebrities show up on there. Yeah, Katie streamed. Yeah, I didn't do Hagrid yesterday, but I've done Hagrid before. That's a great one. Although Hagrid and Expedition Everest both, there's a little bit too much of the high speed going backwards to the point where I get a little bit, like just a little bit, not feeling great afterwards. So I can still ride it. I just don't want to ride it back to back. High speed in reverse is tough. Mike's Adventures, you're not wrong, right? But the man's going to command a large salary. He got paid millions and millions of dollars for saying "I am Groot" several times. I would have done it for, half of that. But the Mummy backwards, number one, you go slow, and it only lasts for like 3 seconds. A SpongeBob ride? I mean, my favorite ride there is E.T. Adventure. Just because I don't do drugs, but I feel like that's what it would be like. We're in line for Runaway Railway for Angela there. Starting to move again. E.T. Adventure. Awesome and trippy. Hey, Robert D., what's up, man? Universal's kind of doing live shows. I saw live performers. The Blues Brothers were out. They have live performers out on stilts and things like that, and people on floats from Mardi Gras. They're doing the Born Stuntacular with masks on, which, by the way, is worth the price of admission. Well, that's probably a bad term to use when it comes to theme parks, but it's worth the trip to see Born Stuntacular. Yeah, I don't know when Disney's going to start. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. The vaccines stay on track. Numbers continue to decline, maybe. All of my parents, my dad, my mom, my stepmom, all have both of their vaccines now. Some of my friends that work, either my sister, who's like a teacher, I think she's getting her second one. Other friends of mine that work in healthcare or education also have been vaccinated. So I saw that an ape at a zoo in California got vaccinated before me. So part of life is understanding where you fall in terms of everyone else's priority system. And I know where I am, so I'm secure in that. Somewhere beneath zoo animals. Yeah, thanks, Mike Sylvester. Yeah, 279, 280 people watching. If you would, drop us a like. Maybe consider subscribing. We do stream from the parks 4 days a week. We have a 15, 20-minute news recap show 3 times a week. We have News Tonight every Thursday, which is a 2 to 3 hour quote-unquote comedy show. We also have Pressing Issues every Sunday night. We have Park Center every Wednesday night. So plenty of content if you want to subscribe and check it out. And as we always have to say, click the bell for notifications and select all notifications. Here we go.
You get to step into
Yep, the stream will lag here. And if it goes bad, I'll connect to the Wi-Fi. Just their Wi-Fi is kind of not good.
Welcome, everyone. Well, we have a little change of plans. In our last screening, as Mickey and Minnie drove off to the park to enjoy their perfect picnic, Engineer Goofy pulled up in his train, and let's just say he really had a blast.
Well, it makes you go back. You feel super. Yes,
Engineer Goofy. Whoa! Welcome to Runaway Railway. For your safety while riding aboard the train, always stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the
This ride vehicle was eliminated in March Madness.
little railroad riders. Okay.
I don't know if the backstory will be included in the next March Madness.
Para su seguridad, mantengan sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro de sus coches. Por favor, permanezcan.
Yeah, I think Tom will ride it. Tom does things. Tom will do things just because part of his job is knowing what's going on in the park. So, and let's face it, there's not a whole heck of a lot else to do in this park while you're waiting for a rise. A few rides with very long lines. You got to pick one of them. Pick one in a building you love.
Engineer Goofy here. For your safety on board the train, please keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside your train car at all times. Be sure to stay in your seats and keep a watchful eye on your little railroad ride.
I don't know the name of the song they used at the beginning of News Today.
Durante nuestro viaje en tren,
Tyler might.
mantengan sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro de sus coches. Por favor, permanezcan sentados y cuiden a sus niños. Gracias.
Thank you. I would say the 6-foot lines for the most part are being observed. In some areas it's confusing. Dobbs, right now I'm just using an iPhone 12 Pro Max. We do have other ways to stream. This is just kind of easier for me. today. Plexiglass. Yeah, thanks, Steve. I am feeling better. Not perfect, but better. There's Chubby.
Testing. This thing on. Can you all hear me way back in the back? Welcome aboard, folks. We're ready for a relaxing ride around the park. Hi, folks. Hello there. How you doing? Hey, Mick and Bill. Sure, you can go share our thing. What with me? What could possibly go wrong? Hey, no! What's on the big back tracks there? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Well, that concludes my guided tour. Hope you had a relaxing ride around the park. And thanks for sticking with me.
I do love this
Hey, picnickers! Told you nothing was gonna go wrong.
Oh, we'll find Chubby.
Gosh, what's this lever do?
Juggling eggs. I feel like juggling eggs is something that birds don't often do.
Remember to gather up all your personal belongings, take your small children by the hand, and watch your step as you exit my train. Come back and see me again real soon, okay? So long!
Oh, thank you.
That was nice, relaxing.
To be the merchandise bag.
Also, like over her too.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Here's our
Classic
food.
King Kong turn. I like it.
Thank you. Oh, to be the merchandise bag. They have the shirt. I haven't seen that. If Tom's watching, he's like, it's been out for a year, Eric. Nothing personal. I'm going to set you on top of a trash can for a moment so I can put my back on.
Yeah, well, your door's already.
Ah, thank you. I apologize for the insult. Everyone on this channel thinks I'm talking to them, but I'm really just talking to you. Ooh, we have a nacho cheese spill. Not even gonna say it. About plastic cheese, not gonna say it. It does not feel that crowded, even though it was really hard to get a boarding pass today, or a park pass today. Feels kind of chill and empty. I'm gonna walk down Sunset here. Since our next March Madness starts this week with backstories, and we're gonna do backstories of areas, we're gonna do restaurants, we're gonna do attractions, you name it. I don't know if the Brown Derby will make the cut, because the Hollywood Brown Derby tale is, that's pretty much true, which is a guy named Robert Cobb, Bob Cobb, proprietor. They're known for their Cobb salad, and well, that's named after him. Robert Cobb, Brown Derby guy, creator of the Cobb salad. And you'll hear people talk about that being one of their favorite foods here at Walt Disney World. And that's true. Bob Cobb, Robert Cobb, Sir, Mr. Cobb. I don't know why it's called plastic cheese. Frankly, I kind of like it. I think I've heard before that like the cheap cheese stuff you have is like a molecule away from being considered plastic or something like that. Who knows? Oh, we have some VIPs. I think that was Patrick Mahomes. I don't know why he's still wearing his jersey, but can't wait to leave the rain back in England. I get it. It is nice here. Of course, rainy season will be starting soon enough here, but it's a different kind of rain, right? We get a lot of that weird sunshine rain. Or those rainstorms that look like a hurricane and it's gone in 10 minutes and then it's really hot. Yeah, I was kidding here about Pat. There's a little kid up there wearing a Patrick Mahomes jersey. And there's a VIP guide. So.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, that, like, 10 minutes after a bad Florida summer rainstorm is the worst. So, I'm sure this attraction backstory will be included. Most versions of the Tower of Terror are the same, that this is a swanky hotel for the Hollywood elite and the movers and shakers back in the 20s, 30s. And then one night, I think it was in the 30s, lightning struck it, opened a portal to another dimension. 5 people were killed. And then it reopened later, 1994. Now the Tower of Terror in Tokyo, yeah, that's a Harrison High Tower backstory. Is totally different. So if there are some of you, I'm sure they're into the Society of Explorers and Adventurers, you can look up some of that. Oh, there's Cosmic Reed. Chris will be on tonight, 9 o'clock. Cosmic Reed live on the Entertainment Channel. Go to WDWNT.tv to check out our entertainment channel. So here's something a lot of people don't know. This is not just like a theme park area where you go, hey, here's this thing, here's that thing. The theme is that G-Force Records was next door to the Hollywood Tower Hotel in Hollywood in early 1900s. They had a lot of the top talent. That's weird. Someone called me, even though my phone's on Do Not Disturb. So anyway, I may be telling this wrong, but in the 30s, the G-Force Records was a big, had all the Hollywood A-listers on it. And then some of their executives were at the Hollywood Tower Hotel when it was struck by lightning and opened a portal to another dimension. 5 people were killed. This suddenly became like an undesirable part of town. Yada, yada, yada. The record label from then on struggled. And then sometime around the 90s, they started getting some big acts, some big rock and roll bands. And became very popular again. They were making money. And partially due to that popularity, in 1994, they reopened the Hollywood Tower Hotel. And that's part of the backstory. These two are connected. Oh no, the camera zoomed all the way in and you can't see it. Hold on. I'm gonna restart the app. I think I'm back. Sorry about that. Did everyone hear my at least partially accurate story about the connection between G-Force Records and the Tower of Terror? Okay, well, you heard me. I'm sorry you didn't see G-Force Records at the time. I don't know. I went back and made sure my phone was on Do Not Disturb there so that someone selling me an extended warranty for my car wouldn't interrupt the stream again. All right, so anyway, that's that. Still love the Tower of Terror. I know Adam, if he's still there, loves this ride. Let's go look in the shop. What day is the best date of it? They're all the same. This place is always packed. It's always, the boarding groups are always gone in 2 seconds. Hollywood Studios, pick the coolest day because you'll be standing in line a lot. Pick a day where it's in the 50s or 60s. Let's check out the gift shop. We do have a haunted mansion room in our house. My vote is to do that guest bathroom down there as the Hollywood Tower Hotel. So, of course, we're going to have to get bathrobes, which I don't see around here much anymore. Maybe they have some cool merch in here, though, to outfit our guest bathroom.
It must be good. All you're to ask me is if he's cute. Of course he's cute.
Quiet. I need a hat like that anyway, just to wear around. What's the main thing I'm looking forward to? Easy park hopping. Hopefully not having to do park pass. And fireworks. Those are the main things that I'm looking forward to. Oh, they do have the bathrobes. Of course, they're $75. Still pretty snazzy though. Cornac the Magnificent wears one. I might have to buy a cheap terry cloth robe and buy a patch and sew it on there. My guests won't know the difference. Don't tell them. We went on our ride, but not this one. As you can see, the line for Tower of Terror goes all the way back to Fantasmic today. We went on Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We're going to stroll around a little bit. Look for targets of opportunity. I want to go back towards the entrance, though. I just thought about something.
No, they said they were up there. By the garage.
Yeah, fast passes will be good. I mean, honestly, as a local, the fast pass thing always slips my mind, right? Because most of my trips to a park are not really planned out. So you lose out on fast passes to all the people who are going there on vacation and have outplanned you, so to speak. Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much.
Good. This is Cole, one of our WIGS members. Do you want to be on camera? You want to say hi to everyone? This is Cole, one of our WIGS members.
Hey guys.
He's got a porg with him. So, good, man.
We're on rocking right now, so.
Oh, cool. Yeah, good to see you. Thanks for saying hi.
Hey.
See you in Discord. Yep. Our own Cole, one of our WIGS members. If you are not a WIGS member or you're even confused with what I'm talking about, WIGS is our Patreon group. They are supporters of the site. And one of the benefits of being a WIGS member is they have a private Discord group. And they all talk to each other, kind of a family. All you WIGS members say hi to each other in chat from the WIGS. You can join WIGS for as little as $2 a month. And then at certain levels, I think up at $7 a month, you start getting access to, we have post shows for a number of our shows. Tom versus Josh now has a post show. News Tonight, Park Center, and maybe more coming. So people like the post shows. You get discounts on Carousel of products, which is, by the way, look in the description, carouselofproducts.com. So you can buy all the good loot, t-shirts, magnets, hats. Not bathrobes yet. Let me check it out. I got to plug it every now and then. You can support us through Super Chat. That is enabled. But I'm happy with likes and subscriptions. People pretending they like me. 399 people watching. Well, thank you very much. If you are watching, yeah, click that thumbs up for us. It does make a difference, helps people find us. And we do live stream from the parks 4 days a week, so we want people to find us. Make it worth our effort. Come out here and engage with people and do community outreach, so to speak. Thanks, Don. Appreciate it. I want to walk up to the entrance, look at something real quick, and then maybe grab something to cool down. Then we'll head off the other direction. We still haven't seen any Star Wars. We haven't seen any Toy Story today. She's wearing a hoodie. It's 88 degrees out. I don't think they sell a lot of hoodies today, but Disney World's a place for everybody. Hey, Lady Shiana. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. It's okay. You can watch later, or we'll see you in the next one. Tomorrow is going to be Pete. I need her to make my Thanksgiving pants. And there's Sully, Green Army Men, Woody and Jeff, and Buzz in the back. Hey Michael, we stream Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday right now from the parks. News Tonight is filmed live in front of a studio audience. Right now it's a studio audience just of cast members. So we can have the studio audience again every Thursday night. And Park Center and Pressing Issues are filmed live. Get back in the street here. It's hard out here in these streets. So, I want to talk about Sid Cahuenga's. This is, for many years, this was a place we could buy autographed memorabilia, things like that. There's a story. Sid and his wife moved out here from the Midwest in the 20s because they loved Hollywood. Yeah, we went on Runaway Railway just a minute ago. Someone asked in the chat, sorry. And they opened a memorabilia store in their home. That's back in the 20s. Here's the catch. It's not true. People don't really exist. Disney made this up. It's a cool little backstory they came up with. It seems believable, right? Oh, $2 super chat. Well, thank you so much. The Trauma Factor. We may hit the Skyliner in just a bit. I was considering it. Doesn't look too crowded here, so the Skyliner station shouldn't be too crowded. Thank you for the super chat. Sorry, the sun was on the screen. I didn't see everything. I always wanted to buy stuff there. I just couldn't afford it. But when I grew up going to the parks, I went to high school about an hour and a half away from here. When I came over, it was with my friends, and we would pack a cooler in the car with sandwiches and Mountain Dew, And we'd come to the parks, and then when it was time to eat, we'd go out to the parking lot and eat sandwiches and drink Mountain Dew, and then come back in. I never had any money to buy anything cool. I wanted to. A lot of these areas have backstories. I don't know if it's too late or not to nominate something for best backstory for March Madness bracket. If you do have an idea, you can email me, ericm@wdwnt.com, and I will forward that to Tom. It may already be included. Maybe the bracket's already set, I'm not sure. Maybe Echo Lake has a really cool backstory other than there's dinosaur footprints coming in here. Oh, your 7-year-old's, my 7-year-old daughter's favorite song is Spike the Bee. That's adorable. It's one of my favorite jams too. But thank you. Spike the Bee. Yeah, so on News Tonight, if you haven't seen News Tonight, we write a lot of silly songs, jokes, do a lot of silly stuff, eat a lot of donuts and pretzels and compare them to other donuts and pretzels. She wants this pork. Well, it will probably still be available whenever you can make it here. For $2.50, it can be yours. My kid's favorite line is blood orange margaritas. Thank you. It's fun. The hard part was I had written a song and I knew I needed to film some bits or take pictures, but I was live streaming that day from the festival. So if you go back and watch, I'm not telling you to go back and watch an 8-hour festival video that I took, but you can see me at times stopping to take pictures with the spork doing things. That's because I needed material for Spike the Bee. The real hard part is when you have a silly little earworm like that. We couldn't stop singing it. We're like, well, we don't want to give it away. So we're live streaming, and I probably caught myself a couple times. Tom probably caught himself a couple times. I know Pete caught himself singing a couple times. And music's gone. Let's see how crowded it really is. I miss when it's Disney MGM Studios. Doesn't everyone? Look, there's some cool stuff they've added to this park. But there's a lot of cool stuff that's no longer here, and it's okay to be sentimental about it and wish it was still here. Superstar Television, the Backlot Tour, the animation tour. Even Lights, Motors, Action. And of course, the Great Movie Ride. What do I think it will be like in August? It will be brutally hot. Not that it's not really hot right now. It will be brutally hot in August. It will rain. Maybe. Crowds will be heavy. I don't think that no matter what the capacity is, I don't think you'll notice a difference in the crowds at Hollywood Studios. It's just always going to be crowded for the time being. Because when they increase capacity here, they're also going to maybe increase ride vehicle capacities. The lines are going to be similar, right? I would be concerned about Tower of Terror lines. Sorry, I have to clear my throat. I've been having throat problems for those of you that watch news tonight. No, I'm not. I don't have a virus. I have like a mechanical injury. How's that? I have like an abrasion in my throat. Yeah. Crowds are bad all the time. I mean, most of the time anyway. They'll be, when Disney finds a time when they're not as crowded, they come up with a way to attract people, which in the past has been things like cheerleading competitions and national championships of a ton of different sports. They did lose Pop Warner. Pop Warner was has moved to Universal. Pop Warner, that was a lot of people come for that. And it's amazing how many people are the elite of the elite of the elite in football. It makes you wonder if it's a business enterprise somebody has set up. Oh yeah, 475 people watching. I see. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Eric Morton with WDWNT. Please click that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing if you like live content from the parks. We go 4 days a week. During the summer, we went every day. Maybe that was overkill. I don't know. It's certainly difficult to arrange streaming a lot because of the Park Pass system. You can only have 3 at a time. So let's say you're supposed to stream from the parks and you have one of your Park Passes you've already reserved, well, October 1st at the Magic Kingdom for the 50th anniversary. Now you have 2 Park Passes to play with and you're having to schedule stuff that's 2 weeks away. Not really easy. October, I don't know, crowds are crowds. They come and they go. October, I will say, you have the, hopefully, not so scary Halloween party, which draws a lot of people into Magic Kingdom. Our friend Easy Josh, I'm sure he has a lot of information on that at easywdw.com. Crowds and things like that. Oh, who we have up here? Somebody's up there. Is that I don't know who it is. There's Chewy. Okay. There he is. Usually Chewy and Ray and Vi will be here. Let me hang out here for a minute and let's see if we see anything. There we go. Get here now. Out of everyone's way. Let's see if we get any characters showing up. Oh, Allison's here. Hi, Allison. No, there's Chewy waving at people. I don't see anything else going on. They'll be back. Walk around the corner, we'll see the Millennium Falcon. Shocking upset, the Millennium Falcon was eliminated from our March Madness for Best Ride Vehicle. I thought despite the fact it was new and there's some like inherent bias against newer stuff, right? We all like nostalgia. But I thought the vehicle was so cool that it might have made it to the finals. As I said, on Park Center Wednesday, they will second guess all of our choices, I'm sure. I didn't agree with everything that happened. But I will say that there were two vehicles in the competition that the first time I went on them, I said, wow. The first one was when I was a kid and I went on the Nautilus. Second time was as an adult a couple years ago on the Millennium Falcon. Not even a couple years ago. I got on that. I said, wow. I need 300 likes. That's right, I need 300 likes or I get executed. I forgot.
I have a stamina of one more line left.
Like at your own convenience. You don't have to click that like button. Especially if you don't like me. If you don't like me, don't do it.
No, not like that. I know.
A line to get into the store. There's a line to buy things. That's when you know the stock is doing well. When people are lined up at every cash register you have. Sir, we have a serious problem. What's that? Every time we put a cash register somewhere, people line up to give us money. That does sound like a serious problem. What do we want to do about it? If I'm not super responsive in the chat, I do have the sun shining on my screen. It's a little hard for me to read the chat right now. I'll stop every now and then when I find a shady spot to catch up. My goal is to interact with you guys as much as I can. At the same time, show you as much of the park as I can.
It's in a parking garage. Daddy can bring you on
That's why he's getting upset about it. Oh, you can get a deal with the shade.
It's like an obstacle course here. Oh, there they go. This is still the queue for Slinky Dog. I don't know what the temperature is. Maybe it's not that hot, but I'm just in direct sunlight.
You know, I'm glad to help, but really, I think I'm more of an indoor toy.
There's a snake in my boot, but that's not going to stop me from welcoming all you new toys to Andy's backyard.
There's the end of the queue. $70 minutes. It says, our friend Cole told us earlier it took more like 35. My life is a lie. Oh, I have that shirt, the Potato Land shirt. Man himself, Walt Disney. And if the chat approves, I'm gonna stop and grab myself a refreshment outside the Brown Derby. Nice hot day, I've been walking around. Oh, the Pluto Loungefly, that's what Cookie Boss wants. All right, let's get something to drink. How is the mask wearing in the heat? I guess I'm used to it by now. It's been a year, right? It's not fun. My problem is when it gets wet. If it's raining and it's hot and you're wearing a mask and your mask is wet, that's miserable. So that's my Disney tip. Bring a few spare masks. I got about 10 in my backpack. This is his birthday? Okay. I'll tell him happy birthday. I don't know Ron. I bet Pete does. No, but I realized the park's opened in July, right? But they're wearing masks out in the heat for a year. Just about. Hi. I remember the first round of them, they were all homemade though.
Good, how we doing?
A bunch of homemade, like a couple pieces of cloth and a piece of elastic, and that didn't work real well. It was hot.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
You couldn't buy these like cheap disposable ones that I like to wear.
Here. And then Peter, you got anything to the class about like a Heineken?
New parking lot area outside the park. Are you talking about the new parking lot of the Magic Kingdom? All the pilings they're driving and all the stuff on Floridian Way? Because I'll take you. We're going to go on the Skyliner after I have a little break here. You can see the Hollywood Studios parking lot. Yeah, remember? We were all trying to find toilet paper. Going to the store and there wasn't anything to buy. I bought a bunch of frozen food. Tips for doing during COVID. Be patient. That's what I would say is be patient. Be gracious to your fellow man. They're not all handling it well. Especially the cast members, be kind to them. They deal with a lot of nonsense. We had an article today, another cast member got spit on by someone who didn't want to wear a mask. So for some reason they thought they were justified in spitting on someone from security.
Right. I saw that, of course. So we're
You hear that? Ron said 90 in the next few days, but we get something to 70s over the weekend. That'd be nice.
I told the wife, I looked ahead and I said, of course, next week it's going to be 70. I know. It'll literally be perfect.
No, I don't think we're getting much more of that.
No, not around here.
I didn't think we were going to get that, so I'm happy.
Right.
Because I work on the weekends, so Sunday.
I don't know that the disposable masks are better in the heat. I find that when I'm streaming, though, it's easier to understand. My voice is less muffled with one of these disposable ones. How you doing? Good. Let me get a. It's hot out. Let's have a. Let me think. I guess just a Michelob Ultra.
Okay.
It's nice and hot, right? It's kind of like, it's almost like hydrating.
Right.
I'm live. They said that your birthday was last week.
It was on Monday.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Yeah, 52.
52, wow.
Time flies. I still act like a teenager. I still think I am one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm stuck in the
I
80s.
feel like-
I still listen to 80s music. You know.
Yeah. I'm not that far behind you.
Yeah. Even my mom, she was in her 70s. She goes, I look in the mirror, I see this old person, but I still feel like I'm a
Yeah.
teenager.
I know, I still see a six-pack. I know that's just delusional.
You know it's there somewhere.
Yeah.
He's got to find it.
It's just buried under years of bad decisions.
Oh, man. Here we go.
Thank you, Ron.
I was always like, man, when I hit 50, maybe I could be like in shape like the Men's Health guy, you know?
Yeah.
I'm 52, I'm not there, so I need to start working on it.
Well, yeah. It's a process.
It is.
Part of that process is making bad decisions.
I know.
That's where I'm at.
But sometimes that's the fun ones, you know?
That's still where I'm at. Everybody, we're all at different parts of our journey.
Right?
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Happy birthday, Ron.
Thanks, man.
Oh, I found a table. I can sit down for 5 minutes. I warn you, I won't be able to drink it as fast as Pete. There we go. All right, there we go. It's hot. If you were asking how hot it is, it's this hot. It's yuck hot. So. I grabbed Michelob Ultra because it's good for hydrating. So I'm sticking with that story. I'll show you what's going on here in this patio. Sorry, I was calling back. I hope you're feeling better. Well, thank you, Michelle. I am feeling better. Like I said, I don't think I can sing a chorus of Spike the Bee. I really couldn't sing a chorus of Spike the Bee originally. I had to drop it 3 keys to be able to hit any of the notes. Wow, we're almost at 300. That's great. Yeah, bring spare masks. I'll show you. Here, we'll do it behind the scenes. Bring a backpack. I didn't used to bring backpacks. I always bring backpacks now. So I have like this. This backpack is for masks and a bag for my camera equipment. And this, just masks and masks and masks. And of course, battery pack. You gotta have a battery pack. So. And that's it. That's all that's in there. Except the gimbal, which I'm using right now. So now Pete's backpack will have like 2 extra t-shirts because he sweats a lot. I didn't bring an umbrella today. I do have an umbrella in my car. Pete brings a couple extra shirts. Pete brings a water bottle. Is that Lulu? Yeah, that was Cookie Boss gave me that. I look like a guy who needs an expensive backpack. So that was my Christmas gift from anyway, so Pete will do t-shirts, bring the water bottle. He's better prepared than me. Who knows what's in those water bottles? But yeah, I do sometimes, but today I was like, I'm coming over there. It doesn't look like rain. I'm going to leave the umbrella in the car. I'm going to travel light. I'm also not packed for a full day at the parks, right? This is, I'm parked to come stream for, 2-3 hours. We'll see how far we can make it today on the battery. You ever plug in your phone and it's plugged in and you think it's plugged in for plenty of time? Like, it should be charged to full, and you go and it has a little thing on a menu. It's like, oh, I'm smart charging your phone. It'll be completely full in like an hour and a half. It's not fair. Yeah, Nick has this song repeat in the van. That is true. Yep, smart charging. Every now and then it smart charges and then I don't have enough juice to do anything. Notifications have gotten out of control, right? I order something from Amazon, and when it arrives, I get my Gmail gives me a message. I get a text message from Amazon that it arrived. I get an Amazon app message that arrived, and I get something from like the shop app that it arrived. Like and then my watch is buzzing. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like I have my Ring doorbell is like, someone just left a package at the door. I get it. I don't need 25 notifications. Where are we into today? We did Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We took a lap of the park, did a little bit of backstory on Tower of Terror and a connection to G-Force Records. We're going to walk back down to the entrance and maybe hop on a Skyliner, take a little sentimental journey, if you want to stick around. Nick is a real person. I know Nick's a real person. Oh, 300 likes. Well, thank you so much. I know Nick is a real person because I saw him yesterday at Universal. Yeah, Shannon, I know everybody's on a Blanton shortage again on property because I tried to order it. They don't have it at Enchanted Rose right now. They might have it at California Grill. They didn't even have it at Kappa. We ate at Kappa on Wednesday. Lee had some old friends in town. We went out for a nice dinner, and even Kappa didn't have it. So there's a slight Blanton shortage. I have a bottle at home. That's about it. Maybe Disney would buy it for me. Now, all we've been able to do today is Runaway Railway because obviously everything has an hour-long wait. If you feel like checking it out, that was how we started off the stream, was Runaway Railway, about an hour, almost an hour and a half ago. I've not heard anything about Fast Pass Plus yet. I don't know when that's coming back. They're keeping that under their hats. You know, a lot of us wonder if they're just going to keep the park pass reservation system in place even afterwards. If they're going to do something. Obviously, they cut the annual pass holder program as we know it at Disneyland. We don't know if they'll do that in Florida. We're all a little nervous because I'm sure they'd have something, but how much will that thing cost? So we'll see. The pandemic has given Disney probably a lot of time and resources to look inward and see what ways they can do things either more efficiently or more profitably. So that could be scary. It could be a good thing. I don't really know. And the Skyliner helps you remember how bad your Fear of Heights is. I have to say, when Axel and I streamed from the Aerophile a few weeks ago, that was a little unnerving. Like I said, I used to dangle from helicopters with ropes and stuff. I mean, I used to not bother me. And I'm not saying I was like super bothered, but also by the time the Aerophile started going back down, I was ready to go back down. We streamed that live. I probably played it off, but it was a little scary. Just a little.
You guys want to ride some more rides, or do you want to go back to Hotel?
Yeah, the middle's open. And like I said, there's a million little safety things and harnesses and cables, but it's all connected to one cable, right? It's all connected by this kind of metal knuckle to one cable. Of course, you can't help but think about the balloon just floating off. I wasn't worried about the balloon crashing. I was worried about the balloon floating away with us in it, which is perhaps an unreasonable fear, but it's a fear nonetheless. All right, let's go take a Skyliner. If you ever wonder what Tangled would have sounded like in the 40s, 30s. Probably a good time to start showing up. There's a lot of people leaving. So something I've noticed today, our reporters noticed earlier, there are a lot of helicopters flying over the parks today. I don't know if they're just getting like news footage of like crowds for spring break. Just heard a helicopter again. Like more than normal.
Just missed it. That face.
Gonna take a fun ride on a Skyliner. A lot of you probably haven't been here since it opened. It's not the first time we've streamed it, but we have new viewers or people who are just discovering us. Happy to show you. Skyliner doesn't cost anything. Just another form of transportation here. This is going to take us to Caribbean Beach. There's a large transfer station there. You can take back to Art of Animation, you can take back to here, you can take to Riviera / Epcot.
He looked like he was about to die.
I agree, it's way better than the bus. As long, I mean, yeah, there are people that are uncomfortable with just being suspended high in the air on a wire. I get it. But it feels pretty safe. It has a couple bumps. Once you learn those bumps are part of the design, it's a little easier to tolerate them. We do have distancing markers down here too. Yeah, the passive ventilation is nice. I've never been hot or uncomfortable on one of these. Thank you, sir.
Wait. Yeah, you're good.
Giving someone else. Wait. I know he's talking to me. Yeah, the wind does move it around a little bit. Obviously, there's a weird echo when you're in here. They have a tendency to stop if there's someone takes extra long to get loaded or unloaded. Oh, there's a bump. So there'll be that bump when you first take flight, and that is like a perforated wrap. So that's why it looks kind of like blurry. What am I supposed to answer? Someone asked a question. Go. Yeah, Nico, if you want to mail something to Tom, you can send it to the P.O. box from Boxed In, because we do get business mail there too. So yeah, feel free to do that. Just notate somehow that it's not for Boxed In. Just say for Tom, personal and confidential, or WDWNT. I'll get it to him. Make sure I don't just hold on to it in my office until the next episode of Boxed In. Here's the empty side of the parking lot. Is the Epcot power outage still going on? I know Epcot had a power outage today where like at least five attractions were down because of a power outage. I guess you would think that Disney thought that through, but obviously they have a lot of construction going on, and some of the schematics and stuff they have for that place are probably pretty old, so I can see somebody accidentally cutting something or whatever. It's restored? Okay, cool. I haven't been following it in the last couple hours, obviously. So. There's the new toll plaza for those who haven't been coming from the side. Used to have like a front and a back. That's kind of a side. We'll go through this is a short run. We'll go through a little nature preserve type area. Let's see. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be that guy. Recently, a construction crew cut a water main at the Polynesian and they had to close all of the restaurants. That's probably not good either. Yeah, been a busy day. A lot of comments in the article, I'm sure. And also, we had a lot of stuff recently. We had the family shoving the stroller. The family was taking a picture in Galaxy's Edge. They had a baby in a stroller. And so the lady goes, and the TikTok video got taken down, but I saw it. She shoves the stroller, like, I don't know how far, as far as you can shove a stroller to get out of the way so that they could take their picture. And they weren't wearing masks, which is strictly enforced. You're not allowed to take off your mask for a photo op. But what do you know, they did. And then they had, right after that, then we have the people spitting on the cast member, which unfortunately that's not even the first time that's happened, and the power being out. So there's always a little news, as Allison would say, a little news from Miss Allison. So here's another bump. We go over these rollers, and then when you come in for like a landing on the Skyliner, you come in at a high rate of speed at first, so it almost feels like you're going to bang into the gondola in front of you. And then, actually, in this case, we're not actually that close. Sometimes you're a little closer, and then you can see, you just kind of swing, and yeah, the picture of the mother pushing the stroller. I mean, I feel bad for the people. They went viral. They went viral before we posted the article, but it was mostly viral overseas by the time we found it. Okay, so when you're here, you can go to Art of Animation and pop one way, or, well, you can see here, or you could just go to Riviera or Epcot by way of Riviera. So that's what we're gonna do. Thank you.
Epcot Riviera, this way.
You're going to the Epcot Riviera line?
As you enter, please look for the ground markings. To promote physical distancing, please choose ground parking for your parking.
I saw a naked person in a shop that was closed. Wow. That made the news. K-Jack wants the blood orange margarita.
How many here? 5. Just wait for me behind the white line. Number 32, watch your step, make sure to remain seated.
Do the Skyliners sway badly in the wind? They sway. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's scary. Right, the aerofoil leans, right, depending on the weight, and catches a lot of wind and blows around a little bit more. The Skyliner is not. I don't think the Skyliner is quite as bad. I don't like Doritos. Wow, that's a controversial take. So it's stopped a little bit. They have like a separate lane for special loading. So if you have like a scooter or a wheelchair or someone that has mobility issues, they have a separate track so it doesn't stop the rest of them. And then it merges onto the main track with the rest of them up here. 468 if you're watching. Thanks for joining. My name is Eric with WDWNT. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're just kind of wandering around today, showing some stuff, looking at things. Spring break crowd, so attractions are tough to do right now with the wait times. Thank you very much.
How many here? 5. Take one behind the white line.
I would also love if they would expand Skyliner system. I don't know, like, you could feasibly make it follow the monorail, the Epcot monorail. I think that'd be very expensive. And I think Disney's a little cost averse right now with the parks. There's a Caribbean Beach Resort. We go right over a couple of the buildings. Yeah, Disney Springs, that would be cool. Maybe have it go to Old Key West or Saratoga and then Disney Springs.
Welcome aboard, Islanders. You are on the Disney.
They asked if you can close the ventilation. There are handles up there to do it. I don't.
Disney's Riviera Resort.
I don't know if you're supposed to, but
flights to Epcot.
I imagine if you're really, really cold, you could do that.
Hold on to your
As you can see, we're pretty high up at this
We are
point.
about to enter the heart of the
We're,
Caribbean.
I don't know. I would say like 80 feet up, maybe. There's a little bump. So when you go over these little rollers, there's a little bump. It's not too bad. We are going to get off at
Disney's
Riviera.
Caribbean Beach Resort, home to a collection of tropical villages
Since it's
inspired
the
by
newest
the colorful
resort.
architecture
Over there,
and lifestyle
you can
of the
see
Caribbean islands.
to the left is the Grand Cypress. Well, now it's called the Hyatt Regency Grand Cypress, I think. To the right of that, the other tallest one you can see is the Buena Vista Palace. So that's the Disney Springs area. You can kind of see the Cirque du Soleil building.
In just a minute, we will
There's
be
your
arriving at
Marriott,
Disney's Riviera Resort, a
Marriott
Disney
World
Vacation Club
off in the
resort
distance.
that celebrates the relaxing seaports
sorry,
and
I'm pointing the wrong
romantic
way.
vistas
Marriott World
of
is straight
Europe's
ahead.
Mediterranean coast.
These are some of the Bonnet Creek places there on the right. Marriott World. And over here to Grand Cypress and Buena Vista. And of course, Disney's newest resort.
Ladies
Disney
and
World's
gentlemen,
newest resort.
welcome
Riviera.
to Disney's Riviera Resort. If this is your final destination, please prepare to disembark. If you are traveling to Epcot today, please remain seated. Please remain seated until the doors automatically open. When exiting the cabin, please supervise children, collect your belongings, and watch your step. Thank you for flying with us.
So if you're going to Epcot, you do not have to get out of the Skyliner here. You can just sit in it while it makes the turn. I'm actually going to get out there.
Coming in hot.
How's everyone making out with the time change? That's a great question. Thank you. I don't know how to answer that yet. I think I'm doing okay. I think I have more trouble adjusting in the fall. Although, I don't like having this hour snatched away in the spring. They should do it, don't you? Maybe we should have a national movement. Maybe they should do it in the middle of the workday. So you're like, oh man, it's 3 o'clock. And then you're like, oh, it's 4. Instead of taking an hour of sleep or leisure time. So the people where I just got off, they make the corner and they go around and they go straight to, they go past the boardwalk. It does not stop. It just makes another turn and goes into International Gateway at Epcot. Going the other way, we go back where we just came from, Caribbean Beach. And we are at the Riviera. I need Axel. The Riviera. So I guess some of our staff members have disparaged this resort from time to time. It's perhaps overpriced. They have rooms here that are, some of the rooms you can get, they have the tower studio suites, are extremely small. Like the bed folds down out of the wall, sometimes accidentally. The exterior look, I don't know what to think of it. I described it as a Hooters once, like the old Hooters casino, or the old Hooters Inn in Lakeland. A little nicer than that. I don't think it's as nice as the renderings looked, but it has beautiful elements, and we'll look at some of these beautiful elements. Beautiful mosaics right here in this entryway. I've shown these before on a live stream. It's been a number of months since I did that. So this is a Peter Pan mosaic, and I think it's really clever because it starts on one side. You can see in London, right? And if you follow it all the way up around, which is actually hard for me to do with the gimbal, if you follow it up and around, you see it goes on the ceiling. There he is flying. When you come down, it's in Neverland. I think that's a really clever idea. Very pretty. Very nice detail work here. See if I get a better view of the whole thing. There's Neverland. And there's London. And then over here you have Tangled. So same type of thing, right? You're transported. So you're over here at the palace and everyone's releasing their lanterns. And you go up in the sky all the way around here and then to Rapunzel's tower where she has seen the lanterns her whole life. I think that's also very clever. I think those are really beautiful mosaics. Very creative and well thought out. Closer look over here. Yeah, I think they're very, very neat. Nice, Kate. Thematic art, exactly. But beautiful. And the grounds of this resort are beautiful. Beautiful landscaping. The hedges look like me, they're just a little scruffy right now. Probably use a little cleanup. I'm sure it's coming soon. Up there is Topolino's restaurant. There's a bar up there. No, I think this is a beautiful resort. When it comes to a question of whether it's worth what they charge for it, I guess that's for you as a consumer to decide. Me as a consumer says, no thank you. They used to have bocce on this court. I guess because of COVID, they don't have the balls out there to play with. It's got a beautiful pool with like a turret water slide. I think is cool. Reminds me of like a rook. I'm gonna pretend like I know something about chess, right? A rook. Primo Piatto. Of course, in here the Bar Riva, which, what the heck? It's hot out. What would Pete do, right? It was very nice in here. Very nautical. Hi, can I get the frosty blood orange granita? Not too bad. How are you doing? Doing it for KJ. It's not even alcoholic. I just want to be able to sing frosty blood orange granita. Spike.
How's he doing? He's doing all right. He's busy now. He's busy now. He's working now, so. Okay.
Have you seen that meme where someone asks for their ID and they're like, oh, it has a 1 in front of it, I know you're good because you weren't born in like 2000. You look for the 1. I can't believe it, it's crazy.
Thank you.
Pina colada that you have?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. Just
Yeah.
making sure. But they look good, that's why
I had a dark rum floater added on top. Oh my
That's
how we do it.
I don't know what that
Thank you. Yeah, no kidding. Thank you.
Limoncello iced tea look pretty good. Thank you. Thank you.
I want a white cigarette, please. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's just like a stabilizer. So when I walk, it keeps the camera steady and stuff. So.
Me too.
What's that? Yeah, I like doing water stuff.
That does look really good. Enjoy.
What's the name of it?
It's called WDWNT. WDW News Today. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, just live streaming. So, I'm Eric. My name's Eric. Yeah, good to meet you. Well, this thing's going to overflow all over the place. Hey, nice to meet you. I can't take a sip off of it. There you go. The Frosty Blood Orange Granita. It was like $6. I think $6. No alcohol. I'm being good. So there we go. Bottoms up. The blood orange. Perfect for a spork. Those of you that have seen the Spike the Bee video. It does look, it's delicious. It has orange juice in it, some frozen citrus, something, I don't know. I have my magical disintegrating straw. It's like a timer, right? You have 10 minutes to drink this or your straw will disintegrate. Yeah, I agree. This is sporkable. You could eat this with a spork. Yeah, the boot flog guy. Usually they go, oh, I don't know who you are. Usually it's happened twice now where I've seen people wearing the hat. And I go, hey, nice hat. And they go, yeah, whatever, weirdo. Okay, thanks. In their defense, I don't like, I don't show my face a lot when I'm doing this. I just don't think to do it. I tend to do my live streams with the camera turned at the scenery. It is prettier than me. And even on News Tonight, you know, the panels aren't, it's not like I'm in their face every day. Like Tom, they would recognize Tom, right? He's a distinctive looking guy, tall guy with the button down shirts. The young Oliver Reed. I don't know who Oliver Reed is. Now I feel stupid. Young Oliver Reed. When I was young, when I was like in my 20s, I remember people saying I look like a young George Clooney. I liked that. And then I started getting older. And I no longer looked like George Clooney. So I don't know who Oliver Reed is. Someone said the worst. It wasn't the worst. It's not that. It's like, one time I was at like tailgating in a Buccaneers game, and someone's like, "I thought you were Patton Oswalt." This is before I had a beard. I was like, I'm not sure how to take that. Like, nothing against Patton Oswalt, but I picture him as like kind of short. And Allison has not been recognized. Oh, I get recognized every now and then. But it's just funny when it's people that you think would recognize you because they're wearing the WDWNT hat. In fact, I was with Jill at Universal when we saw someone wearing the hat, and he didn't really respond when she said nice hat. And then Jason was there. I was like, wow, I didn't recognize anybody, so I don't feel so bad. Oh, Shannon saw a hat in Epcot. That's cool. Yeah, I've seen 3 hats in the wild, which is not bad considering there were only 100 of them made. But Miss Allison is usually like in costume, right? You expect to see Allison wearing a themed dress. Or maybe dressed as an animatronic goose. Forever a goose, Allison. You'll always be a goose to us. A goose in pretty dresses. Oh, Proximo Gladiator, okay. He died because he got into a drinking contest with some British sailors. As someone who's gotten into drinking contests with British sailors, I'm glad to know that now. I'll try to avoid that in the future. We're in a town called Portsmouth. I was in Plymouth, and then I was in Portsmouth, and then I was in Poole, all these P cities, and with lots of Navy people in them. So we did a lot of drinking with British Navy people. We're going to hop the Skyliner back to Hollywood Studios before we're done here. I'm going to drink this as fast as I can without getting a brain freeze. Too late, brain freeze. Allison brought props to Mark. Yeah, that's true. She wore a themed outfit. I cheated. I had props because I was in my office last week. I had my 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Sorry. Can I spoil it? The Nautilus vehicles won our best ride vehicle of all time at Walt Disney World. I guess you've had several days to watch it now. If you don't watch news tonight, we had a 2-week-long March Madness bracket of the best ride vehicle in Walt Disney World history, and the winner was the Nautilus, the old submarines. Coming in second, inexplicably, I think, was the Spaceship Earth ride vehicle. Don't know how it ended up there. It didn't belong there. I apologize to those of you that had to endure that. Arguing about dumb stuff is fun. All right. Let's roll. Head back. Take that Skyliner back to Hollywood Studios. Show you, get a slightly better look at the pool. I don't like showing pools because I don't want people to think I'm a weirdo with a camera on the other side of the fence, taking pictures of them in their bathing suit. That's just me. I got to get home soon. We've had, I don't know if Lee's even watching. We've had company a lot, like a lot recently. And we have company coming end of this week, and then we have company the week after that, and I think maybe the week after, I don't know. We have a lot of company coming at least through the first week of April. So I imagine we're due for a day of laying around doing nothing and relaxing and watching bad TV or something. Speaking of bad TV, what did I watch yesterday? Oh, I watched Kong Skull Island. Wasn't super good. Yeah, we did. If you're a WIGS member, you saw that Lee's design of the Haunted Mansion guest room, the people she bought the comforter from a company called Castles and Couture, I think that's what it's called. And she emailed them after everything was done, said, "Thanks so much. It turned out the way I wanted, blah, 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 blah." They said, "Well, send us a picture." So she sent a picture, and they said, "Oh, can we use your picture on our Instagram?" She said, "Yes." And then some other company called Disney at Home said, "Can we use it on our Instagram?" And they said, "Yes." And so they put it up, and now like 5,000 people were like, "Oh, this bedroom is so beautiful." So of course that means the guest list will just keep getting longer and longer now that our guest bedroom is famous. Skyliner's been kind of standing still for a minute here.
Have a great night.
Hey, thanks. Skyliner's not moving a lot. Yeah, spiked to be, like I said, I think 422 views over on the entertainment channel. I mean, that's practically a gold record. All you'd have to do to beat that in views is like take off your mask and say something stupid. "Hey, how you doing?" Then you'll get like 500,000 views. All right, we're rolling again. So if you haven't been on a Skyliner, some of these vehicles we won't be able to load into because there are people in them that are going from Epcot back to Caribbean Beach.
This one here will be a wave cabin for our disability guys. So we'll look at this one. Watch your step. Have a good rest of your day. Hello.
Just me. Yep.
Perfect. We're just going to wait one moment.
Sure. I got all day.
For your safety, please remain seated, supervise children, and refrain from smoking in the cabins. Thank you. Have a safe day.
See, most of these have people in them still, just on the express train, so to speak. All right. Our lucky number, 110.
Remain seated, supervise children, and refrain from smoking in the cabins. Thank you. Para su seguridad, por favor, permanezcan sentados. Sus niños y absténganse de fumar en la cabina. Gracias.
No idea Spike the Bee sporks were a thing, and yeah, I know they're a thing. Well, they started selling Spike the Bee sporks because he was like the mascot of Flower and Garden last year, and obviously Flower and Garden got cut short a year ago today. Was it today? It was the 15th, right? It was the last day.
Welcome
Or was it
aboard
15th, the
to
first day
Disney
closed?
Skyliner
In any case.
at Disney's Riviera Resort,
So when they
a
reopen-
Disney Vacation Club resort. If you are just joining us, we are on our way to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort with connecting flights to Disney's Hollywood Studios,
So,
Disney's Pop Century Resort,
when they came
and
back
Disney's Art of Animation
for
Resort.
they opened with
Say bon voyage to
Food
the
and Wine Festival.
Mediterranean. We are about to go island
So-
hopping at Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
Food and Wine Festival. They're like, we realize Spike the Bee is not the Food and Wine Festival mascot, but we still have lots of sporks, so they're here. Come get them. Come on. And then it was Festival of the Holidays, and they were selling. They had posters that said Festival of the Holidays with Spike the Bee, and then of course they just had
We are now
Festival of
sailing
the
over
Arts.
Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort, where
They still had 'em,
every day
and now
feels like a chunkin'
We've
new
come full
celebration.
circle back to Flower and Garden, and there are still Spike the Bee sporks out there for $2.50. So pick one up. Could be worth a lot of money one day. When your grandkids ask you to tell them about the Spike the Bee song, you can say it was based on that sport.
Welcome to the islands of Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort.
Way out
All
there, you can see
passengers
like
must
the
disembark
Gaylord
at this
palms.
station. Transfers and return service are available. Thank you, and we hope you
It's hard
enjoy
to see.
the most
The Gaylord
magical
palms are
flight
on.
on Earth.
This ride, we're riding the Skyliner between Riviera and the Caribbean Beach, which is kind of the main station for the Skyliner. We're going to go over to Hollywood Studios, where my car is, so I can go home. This is the Skyliner. It is free. Runs continuously from Art of Animation to
Until the
here.
doors automatically
This is
open.
a station that you can get on to either go to Studios or to Riviera and Epcot.
Thank you for flying.
We're going to hop on one to the studios.
Permanezcan sentados hasta que las puertas se abran automáticamente. Al salir de cabina, por favor, cuide sus pequeñitos, reúna sus pertenencias y salga con cuidado. Gracias por volar con nosotros.
Now we're stuck. Come on, open, you can do it. I thought I was going to get stuck.
No, I just slowed it down.
Yeah. Yeah, the Spike Spork, I will tell you, the Cookie Boss, when we go to a festival, or when we go to Epcot, period, because basically Epcot is nothing but festivals now, she has that bad boy like on a lanyard hooked to her backpack. She doesn't leave home without the Spike the Bee Spork. Is there a start date for Food and Wine yet? I don't know. It's usually what? This year started in August, didn't it? Or was it July? It started in July. Aloha from Hawaii. Trish, thank you. Thank you, Trish. Yeah, a pewter Spike the Bee sport. That would be cool. Like, I would pay $20 for one of those bad boys. Just me. Yeah. Thank you, sir. I don't have any clue what he said. I hope it wasn't important. Oh, we already did Runaway Railway. We did it at the beginning of the stream. We've already been to Hollywood Studios, left to come back. Henderson, Nevada. All right. I'm a fan. I go out there at least every year, hopefully to golf. Although I left my old job, so I won't be out there going to conventions as often anymore. I still go out there and play golf. Vancouver, Canada. Wow, my friend goes up there all the time. He spends a few weeks there every. I guess his family's from near Vancouver, and it's gorgeous. Abbotsford or something like that. Anyway, and his brother's Lee, if you're watching, his brother's yard goes literally. The United States border is in his yard, so if he goes to have a barbecue with his neighbors, he's in America, and he's Canadian. When is the next mini golf stream? I don't know. We filmed some mini golf. It's probably stuck in post-production editing. I don't know. Brooklyn, New York is there. Hello, Richard. Brooklyn. Hope it's nice there. I know on Saturday people were saying it was in the 30s in Brooklyn. Maybe it was even in the 20s. Hopefully it's starting to warm up everywhere soon. Of course, you can come to Florida where it's been consistently warm every day. Hey, Jesse. I'm doing great, thanks. Yeah, I'm sorry, Tanisha. Is it? I hope I pronounced your name right, Tanisha. We did Runaway Railway. It's the very first thing on this stream. That was about 130 minutes ago. Whoa, now we're swinging. You see this swingy swing? Yeah. I don't know if that's just the momentum stopping when they stopped us or if it's the wind. Getting a little sway, you can see. It's snowing in Chicago. That's not good, Allie. I'm sorry. My family, most of them are in Kansas City. I think it's getting warmer there, but Chicago's not that far away. Maybe it's cold there too. Are we going on any rides today? It's just this now. We did Runaway Railway. We walked around. Lines are swamped today. So probably not. Probably going to wrap up pretty soon.
Thank you.
No, I'm sorry for those of you that are experiencing cold right now. It's, obviously in Florida we don't have that problem as often. We have the opposite problem here sometimes. Raining hard in Omaha. Sorry to hear that. $439 people watching, I see. 367 likes, pretty good. But for those of you that did click like, thank you very much. If you haven't yet, I appreciate it. It does help us out. Helps our videos show up so more people can discover our streams. We do stream 4 days a week here in the parks. We stream Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday live from the parks. We also stream from Universal, usually on Thursdays. So keep an eye out there on our other channel, Universal Parks News Today. Tomorrow, Pete Carney will be streaming, and I think Pete is doing resort bar hopping, I assume, but I'm not sure, but I think he's resort hopping tomorrow. So join Pete. We are having a difficult time, all of us, getting park passes right now. So I try as much as I can to stream from inside the parks. Normally on Mondays, if you're a regular, normally Monday nights I stream from the Magic Kingdom. Today, I had so much trouble getting a park pass, and when I got it, I was like, I could park hop to the Magic Kingdom, but then what if they're at capacity and they don't let me in once I park hop? So I was like, I haven't done Hollywood Studios in a while. Let's show the kids what's going on in Hollywood, which is mostly crowds. Can I do a live stream from Universal? Yeah, I'd be glad to sometime. I was at Universal yesterday. So far, my favorite thing there is Moe's Bar, since coming out of lockdown. No, the Born Stuntacular is cool. The problem with Universal, I'll tell you now, I'll warn you, is that when we stream from Universal, they won't let you stream on the rides. And in fact, some of these things, they would make me put a gimbal in a locker. And then the rest of the park is like a maze of copyright infringement. You can't stream the Born Stuntacular. No, I'm not the expert. Thank you. I will tell you, our expert for Universal content is definitely Annie. Annie's our lead reporter over there. Annie's in the Universal parks every day. I mean, sometimes she's there 7 days a week. Annie knows that place inside and out. We were there yesterday. Cool stuff. If you didn't hear me talk about it earlier, they are running the Jurassic World Velocicoaster. Pretty much, or they were running it pretty much constantly yesterday, but they've removed the construction walls from some areas, and so now you can go across a bridge that used to be blocked off. So actually, it goes like kind of over you and around you and banks twice when you're on that bridge. So you can check that out on our Universal Parks News Today channel. We have some video of that. Thank you. And then, so that's really cool stuff that's going on there with the Velocicoaster. There was something else I was going to say and I just went blank. Yeah, it is more difficult to stream just because you really can't stream on their attractions. And a lot of their attractions are screen-based. Or thrill rides that won't let you carry a gimbal. So we'll figure out something fun to do. Yeah, sing on to Aladdin while we walk to my car. Oh yeah, Katie did a great one from Hollywood. We'll be streaming from Hollywood whenever we can now. Katie, I'm sure will also be streaming from the Taste of Disney stuff going on at DCA. Now that California's starting to open back up, you'll see more California content, I'm sure. Obviously, the home of Disney parks, really. Where it all began. Yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. I went to that park, but like, I'm not gonna say how old I am. I'll just tell you that when I went to the park, I was very young. And the only thing I remember is they parted the Red Sea on a tram tour. Jaws almost attacked us on a tram tour, and I saw the Psycho House on a tram tour. And I think that was pretty much all that was out there back then. But this is probably early 80s. It's called the Glamour Tram, I remember. I have 14 more likes to get to 400. Yeah, if we can get there, that's great. If we don't, we don't. We'll get there later. But yeah, I'd love to hit 400 likes before we wrap up in about a couple minutes here. I'll answer any questions anybody has. It's back in the 80s, that's right. Glamour Tram. I don't get out to California nearly as much as I'd like to. I go to Vegas a lot. It's a short drive to Disneyland from there. That's always a good trip, right? You go to Disneyland and then just rent a car and drive to Vegas and then fly home from there. It's a good one. When I lived in California, I was stationed in Monterey when I was in the Marine Corps. And it was a long haul to get down to Disneyland back then. My favorite part of California is the weather, because when it looks like this, it doesn't feel like this. It can look like this, but it feels nice and comfortable. You can wear a long sleeve shirt at night. You don't sweat through your sheets. All right, well, it's pretty close to here somewhere. So thanks for hanging out today. Smash that like button if you would. WDWNT.com. It's your source for Disney Parks News. Love it if you stop by, check us out for news. Subscribe on social media. We have a pretty big social media following, bigger than our YouTube following. YouTube following. Yeah, I'd love to grow the YouTube channel. I don't even know where my car is. This could be its own show. Eric wandering around looking for his car that's somewhere around here. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Toss us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Pete Carney, be here tomorrow.